your welcome to the original, the Green Ranger, Jason David Frey!
C2E2! How we feeling out there today? Got some awesome fans! Woo! Yes! Alright, you know, it's gotta be selfie mode. Gotta be selfie mode. 1, 2, 3. Oh, hey. I'm on there too, yeah. Alright, guys. Well, thanks for having me here today. It's good to be here. It's good to be back. I was a C2E2, I think. Hello. I was a C2E2 years ago. And it's good to be back. It's good to see so many exciting fans. So I appreciate you guys coming today. Before we get started with some questions, I'll fill you in on a few things. That you guys might ask. I'm working on a new show right now with the Valiant Universe. It's called Ninjak versus the Valiant Universe, and I play a character named Bloodshot. And I gotta tell you, man, hands down, it's the most wicked fight scenes that I've ever done before. Because on Power Rangers, we didn't have blood. I'm just saying. And you know, blood. And it's definitely awesome to have guns and to be fighting, and it's just really good. If you haven't seen the trailer, you should go check it out on Bat and the Sun. We'll have the release. I'll say Valiant is here, so the Valiant booth is here, and right, I'll be doing a Valiant Q&A tomorrow at 6:30. So anyway, you should go check them out. The universe is amazing. If you guys like comic books, I used to collect comics. No offense to no DC or Valiant, I used to collect Marvel. It was the only thing I used to collect at the time. So it's awesome. And then My Morphin Life is back on Bat and the Sun for season 2, and we have season 2 and 3. Thank you, I appreciate it. And just fun stuff, you know, to keep you entertained. I enjoy the social media a lot. I enjoy, you know, looking at other people's social media. I enjoy you guys sharing the excitement. I'm sure you all see the new movie. Yes? Who has not seen the movie? Kill! Oh, I'm just kidding. All right, so hold on. I gotta get you guys into the vlog. I gotta get a cheering shot into my vlog. All right, I'm gonna ask you a question. Have you all seen the movie? Man, I like the energy in here. That was like one take thing. So we'll go into some questions that we have. The microphone will be right over here if you guys have some questions. And what else can I tell you? I have 2 big projects that I'm working on. And you know me, like if I hold stuff from y'all, just because with cameos and stuff, you know the stuff that I do is going to be really big stuff. I got 2 big things I'm working on, but unfortunately I can't talk about it. But when I'm able to, you guys are going to be really excited about the stuff that I'm doing. So I've been staying super busy. I've been staying committed to the cons because I love all my fans, and I don't know, I just love being here. I would say I love being on stage, but I don't want you guys to think any weird stuff. But I belong on the stage. With no poles. Yes? You want the first question?
Yes. First, I just want to say I'm a huge fan. I grew up with Power Rangers. My brother showed me the show first, and I just started watching it ever since. I wanted to question, what was your favorite Ranger playing? Me personally, I love the White Ranger more, but I was wondering which one was yours.
It's funny, sometimes people come up and they're like, hey man, I'm sorry to tell you, I like the White Ranger more than the Green Ranger. It's me. You don't have to hurt my feelings, you know? Like, it's me. And when you close your eyes and dress in spandex, it all feels the same. So it's like, I can go, yes, floppy shield, I'm the green. Or I can go, yes, this is the white shield. Then I can go, what? Oh yeah, Zeo, I don't have a shield. So, but of course, you know, being the Green Ranger, coming out and seeing lights and stuff, you know, it's a different feel to be on this side than that side. And I just kind of like fell in love with it, just the acting part. I will tell you, this is the funny part. So I first came to set, you know, the show was already continuing on. You know, Dave, Austin, all those guys were reworking, so I was like the new kid. And I really felt like Tommy on the show. Like I was the new guy coming into film. I didn't know anybody. And so I would just look around on set. And I went to the command center, and I went in, this big green screen. They said, okay, that's Zordon. I've never known what Zordon looked like, ever. Like, so I don't know what Zordon means. I don't even know what that means. Like, he's gonna be a big floating head. I'm like, all right, cool. So, green screen, and then we had the command center around, like, just much like this. And And I was like, wow, this is really cool. And then I leaned on it and it just did that. So I'm like, what the heck? This is not even solid. And they just like slid them around, you know, like, okay, turn the set around. And everything was just so fake. And I just remember like, this is so cheap. Like everything's just super glued together, you know, and our props, the coins would fall out. So we like Velcro them in. But when it was true. It's true. We just Velcroed them in. But I fell in love with that whole non-believing into something. Like a Power Ranger's not going to be anything, that show's not going to be nothing. I take those as a challenge for me. So I knew, like, you know what? I take things as a challenge. That's why I like to take challenging roles like Valiant. I like to take things that people never heard about and actually doing something great with it, you know? So that's a really long answer to your question. I probably didn't answer your question. So probably green. Sorry it took so long.
Hi there, I'm Robert and I live in Marion, Indiana. I first wanted to say, just like everyone else here, grew up with the Rangers from the beginning, but I work with Comic Crusaders online, and hopefully I can do a full interview with you, but I'd like to ask you, even though you do all these entertainment things from Valiant now all the way back to your Power Rangers work, I also know that you have a martial arts studio. If you just had that and just worked with the kids and taught people martial arts, would that be enough for you?
Oh yeah, man, that would totally be. There was a time, I have thousands of students, my schools are great. At my schools, we don't charge testing fees. I don't do any of that stuff. You have to earn your belt. I've never changed my philosophy of the thought process of martial arts. I was, by Shuki from Power Rangers, I was supposed to lead like a world of martial art schools, the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger schools. I turned that down because I didn't want to commercialize it. I didn't want to water it down. But yeah, it would be enough. You know, I go to my school 10 years ago, 15 years ago, it's just discipline, man. Like, the dojo is like a church, you know? Like, no one says anything. You discipline kids, you do the way that I do, old school. You know, I'm like the mean sensei, but in a nice way. Like, I'm structured. Kids need structure. If you bring your kids to my school, you need structure. We all need structure. We just might not tell people, but we all need structure in life. And it was discipline. Now it's a little, it's different. My school's still the same. My kids are awesome, but it's more the parents that will come up with the little kids. They're like, "Can you take a picture?" I'm like, "Sure." You know, one of my students, "No, not him, me. I'm a big fan." And the kid's like, you know, and so it's, you know, I could totally be happy with that. Keeping it like without bringing Power Ranger world into my dojo. I don't cross lines like that. Either you come to my dojo and you train and you fight hard and don't ask no Power Ranger questions, because on the mat, that's what we're here to do. And they all know that. And that's the real truth, is I want people that really want to learn, not just come there and maybe answer questions. They're fans, don't get me wrong. It's hard not to find a fan nowadays that weren't, but the true fans are the ones that follow the codes, they listen, they learn the instructions from our instructors. And Sam and Jordan run the school, great. So yeah, it would be enough for me. And even on a financial status, I'm a businessman. My schools are great, but I don't lock people into long-term contracts. When I do these shows, you can get something at the table. You don't have to get something at the table. I don't take appearance fees. I can't be bought. I just can't be bought. And that's the whole thing with Power Rangers as well. It can't just be bought. I kind of left the show because of money. Not for more money, because they wanted to give me more money, and I left the show for that. I don't want to be bought and feel owned by a corporation. I like to be free, and I like to do what I want to do. And in my dojos, I don't do testing fees because I don't want to be bound down to someone else saying, pass him, move him. I get away from all the politics. I hate politics. Zordon for president would be great. Either the old one or the new one. Doesn't make a difference. I'm not saying nothing wrong about Donald Trump, so please don't post that. I'm just saying.
And also, I actually did see your martial arts video that you put out back in '97, I think,
Yep.
where you put it out on VHS. So
Yep, I did
I was
that.
there for that too.
Thank you. Nicole right behind you can set up that interview. I can do it for you later. She's right there. Nicole, over there. Wave to him, Nicole. And just get your information. Also, I do an online training program called trainmejdf.com. It's a bit hard because you have to be your own sensei, and sometimes we don't have the discipline to do it, but I have a lot of good students that it was a very hard program to put together. Now it's not so hard, but like if you talk about live things back in the days, I mean, we didn't have live stuff, you know? It was like, it was pretty crazy, but anyway, we could have just FaceTimed Zordon. It's been like, what? It's the same thing. Come to the command center, why?
Hi. I actually have two questions. First off, I'm a little ignorant, but what is that Mind Morphin Life you were talking about?
Oh, it's just it's a reality show that's kind of fun. It's just kind of a little document in my life, skydiving. I did a world record breaking boards out of an airplane. I just daily stuff in my life that's not staged, so it's a little crazy thing. But just a 6-minute, good for retention, and like ADD like me.
And where can we find that?
Bat in the Sun, and then on Con TV as well. So
I'm sorry, you can repeat that first.
Con TV, like Con C-O-N TV, and then Bat in the Sun.
Bat in
the Sun. Yes.
Oh, okay, and those are sites.
Yeah, just Google them and you
Okay.
can look.
And my second question is, you probably
Google. Yes.
you probably wish you had a quarter for every time you heard this one, but I'm gonna ask anyway. You and Amy Jo Johnson, did you ever go out in real life?
No, and that'll only be 50 cents. Because that question wasn't supposed to come through with Nicole, but thanks, Nicole. No, we didn't. We didn't. People ask that all the time. And they ask it in front of my wife, and you might not want to ask that. You might get round kicked upside the head. The answer is no. We worked with each other 16 hours a day. We were like family. This was a different state. Maybe, no, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Go ahead. What's your next question?
Hi, my name is Joe from Lockport, Illinois. I have a two-part question. One is, what was your favorite episode that you shot in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and what was the most challenging experience during the early years?
The most on just Mighty Morphin, right? Because my favorite episode of all times was on Dino Thunder for the fighting spirit when I fought myself. Because yeah, there you go, Dino Thunder. See, my best acting was like this when I was in the hospital, like this. And the director's like, cut. Oh, was that good? Was that good? I was really in character. That was fighting spirit. Mighty Morphin. The evil Green Rangers were very fun, you know? Like the white little paint on my face that made me look evil. And the most challenging one was I was just telling someone was that opera singing one. Like, I got my lines and like, okay, every line you have to do is like opera. Oh, I can't go, oh my gosh, everything. Me and Nakia had to do this opera episode. That was the most challenging. And then when the faucet monster was like, pouring water. You ever notice that, the faucet? No, for real. Go look back at the Japanese footage, and there's like a faucet monster, and the faucet's like right here, and he's like, whoa! And then we're like, oh! And he's like putting water all over us. It looks so funny. Just watch it. You'll see it now. You'll think of me. Johnny Bosch actually brought that to my attention. So thank you, Johnny.
That's it. Thank you very much.
I just wanted to have that awkward moment. I was just waiting. Thank you. Next question. Oh, hey, do me a favor. Are you on my social media? Yes. So can you take a picture of me on stage, like, and tag me so I don't have to take the picture? Like, just like this. I'll take a picture of you guys first, and then hold on. 1, 2, 3. All right. Do you guys have your cameras? Just take a picture. Like, I'll pretend like I'm taking it. Hey, now you can do what I did in the movie. But, are you sure, Lionsgate? That's all you want? Okay. No, they did. They put that because I do social media. Brian's like, we got a really good part for you. You like, take it out and like Instagram the thing. I was like, okay, that's fine. Social media for the social media king. I got you. That was it. I should have had the red bloodshot dot on the back of my phone. Oh, you know what I did do though? I had my phone, and then all the Cameo stuff, and then I had the props phone, which was Samsung. So then the prop phone came, and then I just used this one in between, like my own. And they said, okay, this is what the scene, and And then the scene came, and I put my phone back in my pocket. I held this phone, and I put my phone back in the pocket I had. The director said, did you use that phone? I said, yeah, this is this phone I used in the scene. They're like, well, that's an iPhone. We're sponsored by Samsung. But I was just kidding with them. I didn't really use the iPhone. It's like, we did? I said, no, I used your Samsung phone. I wanted to take all the footage, you know, because I was doing it the whole time we were filming. I was pretending to listen, but I was recording. You know when like the people go like this? Snapchat? You're like, I'm on Snapchat now. You know what I'm talking about? You know, say like back in the days we didn't have to worry about like this. Click. You know what I mean? When someone called you back in the days, we just pick up the phone. That's it. And just take off, put it on off hook, right? People call and you get a busy signal. Beep, beep. Remember those days? The call waiting happened. You're like, darn it, what am I going to tell these people? Now, you can reach anytime. All right, next question.
Hi, Jason. The 10-year-old in me has been wanting to have you ask, well, say this to me. When you became the White Ranger, Kimberly had fainted, and you went over there and you picked her up. Do you remember the line that you said to her? And can you say that line to me?
Get up! What's wrong with you? That's it? Not that line? Oh yeah, I said this line. Guess who's back? Back again. Tommy's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Wake up now! Stand up! No, I'm kidding. Tell me the line so I can say it proper.
Hi, beautiful.
All right.
Just say that to me. That's the 10-year-old in me is been dying to say that to me.
Okay. Hi, beautiful. I've never said that once. I even forgot my line. I probably was like this. Hi. What's my line? Hi. What is it? Oh. Hi, beautiful. That's good. I've never said that before. Thank you. Can you give me a hug?
Oh my God.
See, back in the days, we didn't have that. See, you give a hug, she's doing something. Okay, let go. Hey, what was that back there? What's your grab back there, man? My grab back here. I'm just kidding. Thank you. Hey, no, I'm not giving you a hug. What's your question?
Hi, my name's Peyton.
Fine, you want a hug?
I'll take it.
All right, let's go. All right, let's get back to action.
So I've always been curious, it's a life goal. I was raised watching Dino Thunder. I'm a huge Black Ranger fan. I mean, Green Ranger's pretty cool, but
I was a doctor, guys. Let's get serious. However, I became a doctor.
Yeah, paleontologist, probably. Yeah. So besides my stunning good looks and charisma, I've always been curious what it takes to become a Power Ranger.
Honestly,
Do I need more attitude?
Yeah, to believe in it. When Power Rangers first came out, I'm telling you, no one really cared about it. Everybody, I couldn't get an agent. I couldn't get interviews. It was like, ha, 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 what are you doing? Then Power Rangers started growing, and then all those other people started coming out and saying, hey, what about you? So to do anything, honestly, the key in life is to believe in yourself. You're your biggest fan. And if you say, I can't, you won't. You know what I mean? If you say, I can, I will. I'm telling you, those two secrets, dude. Those two secrets. Everybody wants to let's watch this DVD of The Secret of the Universe. Well, save your money. I just told you the secret. You got to believe in yourself. It doesn't matter who. You just got to believe in yourself. You take everything as a challenge. When people tell you can't do it, or you can never be an actor, okay. You can never fight. You can never, okay. Don't tell me that. I might get hurt. But I'm just saying, in general, you have to believe in yourself. And the only thing you can get away from here is say, I can. If you say that on everything you do, I promise you will see results. I sound like Tony Robbins up here, but that's the truth. Yeah. Now you can save you $10,000 and not go to the seminar. It's the truth, and just to believe, and then with the man upstairs, we'll make everything happen. So maybe you'll be here one day, and then you'll give me a hug down there. I'll be over there, and you'll be up there.
Here's open. Thank you.
All right, buddy. Thank you, man.
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
I had a question for you. Obviously, I'm right here. So when did it occur to you that
Zordon? Oh, just kidding. Sorry, my ADD. I just saw a butterfly. Go ahead.
when did it occur to you? You went from when you were young and started Power Rangers, like how you just said that it wasn't really big, and then it became popular. But then you weren't just a famous actor; you became kind of like an icon, like a role model. When did that realization occur, and how did that make you feel?
Man, I tell you, to explain this timeline of stuff, to understand where I'm at and what I'm doing. For me as a person, it's hard, and it sounds funny, but it's hard to stay grounded. Like, I have to stay grounded because it's so easy to rise to the top and think you're better than everyone else and turn this job down and do this. So for me, like, to stay grounded, this my dad, my mom taught me that, stay grounded no matter what, because people say tomorrow you might not have a tomorrow. So I put in all the energy I can in today. And that's why I think success is important. And sometimes I tell Tammy, she gets a little lost, but if you spend 110% today, and not worry about tomorrow, your tomorrow will look brighter. If I spend 70% today and 30% of it worried about tomorrow, I'm not gonna excel. And when I started Power Rangers, I did the same thing. Hired for 10 episodes, I was cool. I love it. I got in the set, you know what I said on set? I'll pay for this job. Dude, I will pay you to be here. I love it. And that kind of attitude, that's why I've been here. I've done the longest. I've done more than anybody's because that's the attitude. I don't care about money. I want to do what I want to do. If I want a UFC fight, I'll fight you for $1. It ain't about the money. It's about what I want to do. And that's how it was on Power Rangers, you know what I mean? But the whole looking back 25 years ago, man, I was the same. I look back at stupid, silly videos, and I was vlogging before vlogging was a thing. I swear, I'm about to post some stuff on My Morphin Life from like 15 years ago. I was like, thanks for watching our movie. This is before YouTube. We didn't have no outlet to put this anywhere. So I look at it now, I'm like, wow, I was vlogging way back in the days. I was just happy with what I was doing, but I knew the most important thing that every day I have to we have to deposit in our emotional bank account. Because if we don't deposit in our emotional bank account, what you're just going to take, but you guys give to me. So if you ever have a friend that just takes all the time, and then like your check's bounced, I can't do you that favor no more. What, you can't do it? Dude, deposit emotionally in our accounts. And that's what I do to my fans. Like, I don't give you a hug for no other reason. I don't know what you do or what you do in life, but you might 10 years from now lead to be the biggest executives at Lionsgate and say, I want this dude back. Why? Because he gave me a hug. I treat everyone equal, and all the favors are coming back. I got cops, I got everybody. Oh, don't worry about it, you're free to go. Are you sure? Thanks, officer. Love the Green Ranger, by the way. I just pulled over the Green Ranger, how awesome. I got like favors, but you got to treat everybody equal. It doesn't matter who they are, and when you do a favor, don't expect back. Because if you expect back, you'll be disappointed. If you give someone $20 and he's in a game, he can give you nothing. Don't expect it. And then when he does, you're like, wow, I'm really shocked. I mean, just don't expect nothing back. So I give to people and I don't expect back. But I do get back. The more you put in, the more you give. So looking back and thinking of an icon, like, I'm the Shatner of Power Rangers? Is that what you're saying? Because Shatner's Shatner. He's cool at Star Trek. I don't mind that. So it's very exciting for me to be, I guess, a role model still. And hashtag spandex ready, just in case you never know. It's a good hashtag.
And I think it was like 2 years ago, I put like something on your Instagram, like, hey, you should be a voice actor. And you replied back, that would be an awesome idea.
It would be.
I totally freaked out. It's like, oh my gosh, you replied back.
Yeah, that would be good. And I got some good stuff that I'm doing this year too, with voice stuff and a whole bunch of good stuff. So I kind of, those little things triggered something in my brain that's actually coming true in real life, So that's the thinking. You put it out in the universe and you get it. You know what I mean?
Thank you so much.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Hi.
Hi, I'm Jay. This is my first time here, and it's actually because of you. So I've never been to this thing. I've known that they've been doing it for a while, but when I found out that you were in it last minute, I'm like, I gotta go see him and stuff. Because I have a martial arts related question. I like you as the Green Ranger, but more so I was a fan of your martial arts prowess. So, I have a little background with me. I have, intermediate martial arts belts and your ranks in several martial arts. And all I wanted to do, it's like a lifelong goal, is learn how to do, first of all, I need to know the name of it, so I'm going to ask you the proper name of it, and then if you have the energy. In the opening sequence of the first season of Power Rangers, you do those 3 kicks, I call them aerial kicks, you do 3 of them in sequence.
They're called the Tommy kicks now, those are pretty cool.
Yeah, they are pretty cool and stuff, and so I've always wanted to know what the names of those were, because I've taken martial arts trying to learn it, I never knew the name of it, and to this day I still haven't learned it. So I want to know the proper name of it, and then if you have the energy.
I would, but my pants will split. That's the problem. And then the Dragon Dagger, and then no, I'm talking about, I have the Dragon Dagger on my side that I carry. Listen, I'll tell you this because you're a martial artist. I took a crescent kick that goes like this, and then I took a hook kick that goes like this, right? So I blended them together, because if you did a jump spinning hook kick or a jump spinning crescent kick, that's the way it looks. So what I did is I just did something big. So like, when I did it, it was just like, wham, it was like, that was very low. But anyway, it's this look that gives you that really cool. Everything in Hollywood is bigger and circular. You see, like when you punch in real life, it's like bam. The director's like, can we do it more like, Oh yeah, more like it was something that really won't work in real life. That's what sells on TV. You know what I mean? So I call it a jump spinning crescent kick. Just think of a crescent kick. Instead of snapping it, lock the crescent kick out. So it makes that move. And you can do it. Post it on my Instagram when you do, because with that thought of spinning and jumping and keeping your legs straight, locked out like a Thai kick, you'll do it. But it's funny because I went to a tournament and everyone was like, hey, do that Tommy kick. And it's become like the Tommy kick. People don't know the name. You know? So, but yeah, tag me on Instagram and, check it out. And thanks for being a fan too.
Do you do that in your tutorials that you mentioned?
The Train Me JDF, the trainmejdf.com. It's on the, it's in the library. It's broken down.
That
so
kick?
when that kick, yeah.
And the website is
trainmejdf.com. Yep. Just remember, JDF, be like, train me, JDF. I am here. What the heck? Anyway.
Thank you.
All right, buddy. Thank you.
Hi, it's nice to meet you. I'm a lifelong fan. I'm from Chicago, Illinois. I had a two-part question, and then I wanted to hug you. I can hug you first if that's okay.
Sure, you want to hug. What's up, buddy? How are you? Good? Don't worry, guys. Taking my jacket off. Relax.
All right. The first question I had was, I know you've made a journey in your Christian faith. I was just wondering if that has affected or altered how you do art or filming or any of that.
One thing about my faith I think that's important is, when you see people, I did not like the fact people told me how to live. You need to do this, and you need to do that. So it was just like for me, it was like the whole turnoff. I didn't want to hear about it. I didn't want to be told I was doing something wrong. We all sin, we all make bad mistakes. Let's just face it. Anybody that stands up, that's a pastor that talks, you all did wrong things. So the pastors I listen to are the people that are like, I used to do drugs, I used to drink, I had this, I had that, but I've changed. And you can see the progress into someone. It's blessed me. I don't know what else to say. I feel blessed, but I also have to give, giving not just because I have to give, So I look back and I think, how did I get so lucky? It has to be, I'm so blessed, man. I'm out here to reach one or two people, to tell you guys you can do it, or if anyone's struggling with any problems, depression, or ADD, I've dealt with all that stuff. Like I sit up here and tell you I've dealt with it. I'm not perfect, but there's a way out of it. You know what I mean? And so I don't think it's affected me in a negative way. Every follower that might unfollow me because of that, I get 10 new followers. But I don't preach to people and tell you how to live. It's just a relationship. If you don't have a relationship, how can you understand? You know what I mean? So it's a relationship, not a religion. And I just, sometimes talk to God because I used to talk to myself anyway, so what's the difference? Now I have an excuse. You're talking to God, man, shut up, But it just helped me out. It helped me out. When something helps you, how can you say it's wrong for someone? No matter what you do. Comic-Cons help you, they de-stress you. Someone tell you that's stupid, then don't listen to them. It's what we do, it's an outlet. So I use one of that as an outlet, and I can talk and pray anywhere that I want to go, you know what I mean? And it does work, man. It does work.
And I was also going to ask you, are there any Ranger or Ranger actors who could take you in a sparring match in real life, including, how about Austin St. John?
Probably not. I'm pretty confident on that. I got fights under my belt. It's a whole new world for a lot of people, including wrestlers. It's a whole new world.
CM Punk.
I'm just saying. I said wrestlers, and everyone's like CM Punk. Jeez. God. Jeez. I just saw him in the green room, by the way, too. But anyway. Yes.
Thank you.
He didn't look at me, but that's fine. Even though he bumped into me, I was blocking the coffee. That's fine.
Good afternoon. My name is Abe. I live in Palos Hills, Illinois. As you can see, I'm a big fan of you with the shirt. My two favorite Rangers, the white and the green. I was curious to know, how old were you in the gang when you guys started doing Mighty Morphin Power Rangers?
I just turned 19 at the time. So, going on Power Rangers 19 to 25, just, you know, we have all these positive messages for the kids, but you don't see that really mature until you guys are your age, until you can actually say, hey, I came from an abusive home. Hey, this is what got me through life. And so you hear those stories and you're like, ah, you did listen as a kid. And now I can really realize all those messages that we delivered at that time has matured. You know what I mean? And so I was 19, you know, martial artist. I owned schools, 2 schools at the time. It was just a perfect job for me. It was just one of those things where I auditioned. It's just me. There wasn't a lot of people. It was just me. I auditioned in that Gung Ho episode in Power Rangers where I was like flipping off the table. That was an exact duplicate of my audition. It was like I was real nervous. Hi, Jason Frank at the time. I didn't use my middle name. It's just, I'm Jason Frank, and they said read the lines, and I was just like Zordon, this and that. I was so nervous, and they're like, okay. And I do karate. I was like, thank God, you know. And then they were just like, can you come back tomorrow? And I went back, and it was me and 10 other girls, and I was thinking, man, is this a girl ranger or a guy ranger role? Because I'm about to take out all those girls. No, that's not true. And then I was helping Tweet. I saw one girl, I was like, I'll help her. And I was teaching her in the hallway, and that was it. I just did the callback, and they were like, you're hired. So I didn't have to go against thousands of people like Johnny Bosch, Steve Cardenas, all those guys. Why? Because Power Rangers wasn't really known, and people probably didn't believe in it, you know? But I did, so.
I actually met your friend Austin St. John last year. Really fun experience.
Yeah.
I was curious to know when you whipped the dragon dagger at him, was that actually stock footage, or did you actually do that in the back room?
Well, you can see by the shield. If the shield was solid, it's Japanese footage. If the shield was floppy in the Green Ranger, then it's American footage. You know what I'm talking about, right? Different of the shield. That's how you can tell.
It's just so funny to laugh. The guy, you're saying you're so tough, taking out, just whipped it right at him.
Yes, I play the flute. Why do you play the flute? Because of that, my friend.
I actually saw a funny video they made of you from another scene from Power Rangers where you threw everybody out the Megazord.
Oh yeah, rent was due. They didn't pay their rent.
No, it's more like when the Megazord's overbooked. So.
True. Very true.
Thank you very much for the time you got. Can you take a handshake?
Yeah, sure, buddy.
Awesome.
Hey, sure. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it.
Hey, Jason.
Hey, buddy. What's happening?
I'm Nico from Chicago, and I saw you last year at WizardCon. It was awesome.
Oh, you did? Awesome.
It was great. And obviously white.
I see that. I like that. But what's on the shirt, though?
It's the Tigers.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah.
And I was gonna ask you because there was another cameo with you with long hair.
Yeah.
What happened to that, and what kind of was it entitled with?
You know, that's sometimes the director cuts together the stuff. You know, like they film 70% of the scene, and then they'll shoot in some of the other scene. Me and Amy were, I don't know where we were, like at it was that donut shop one in the middle of the movie. Yeah. And we did some stuff there. I just grew my hair out. Haven't seen Amy in 15, 16 years, so I was a little, you know, stressed about that. I haven't seen her in a long time, and then I actually, I don't know if I have footage. Oh yeah, I probably do. I get footage of everything. I really can't show it yet, but anyway, I have some pictures and stuff like that from it. So I'm really not too sure how Dean was going to work out the scene because I can't really speak for him because in this movie, all the actors, Ludi was saying that half the stuff they used were like outtakes and ad-libs. So some of the stuff in the movie wasn't scripted, it just was like ad-libs and stuff, you know, so I don't really know what they would have done with the scene, but I did grow the hair out just for people to be like, whoa, you know. I did the cast shot of the whole cast, I posted on my Instagram with, had the long hair and stuff like that, so that was cool. So I got to do both, so I did like 2 cameos, and then, you know, everybody wants to see the first one, so they probably will.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you, buddy, I appreciate it.
Hi, my name is Bobby from Ohio.
Hi.
I've loved you since I was a preteen, and you were my first preteen crush.
Thank you.
But you brought up your MMA background and how you bumped into somebody in the green room. Now that he's got his...
It's my room, do you hear that? Green room. That's where I joke with everybody. You're in my room, it's the green room. I sometimes they said green room, and I crossed off room and put ranger on some of the cons. I don't know how the other actors felt about it. But anyway, yes.
Now that he's got his first MMA match under his belt, do you still want to take him on?
You know, listen, in this business, it's so frustrating too because you read on Instagram like, let it go, quit being a bully, man. Like, it has nothing to do with that. CM's a great guy. It has to do with the industry, the business. Will that fight sell tickets? Yes or no? Dana White, everybody says, yes, it's the biggest thing of all times. When I did the MMA interviews, they called me and said, dude, this is the most interviews, most hits that we've ever had on any fighter at all. So it makes sense. It's like fun. It wasn't like, you know, a challenging thing. And people say, you know, let it go, but I speak things into the universe that God wants it to happen, it's going to happen. Everybody knows the second fight should be with me. You know, I think, I mean, you know, and I'm not bullying someone around, but guys, let's get serious here. How can you bully a UFC fighter? You're supposed to be big time. I'm not going to go in there and bully Nick Diaz around, or Nate Diaz. How can you bully? They're going to bully me around. So people are like, quit bullying. It's not bullying. It's just hype fight. Like, hey, we should do this. It's the hype talk. Go watch Mayweather. Go watch Conor McGregor. Go watch all those guys call people out. I'm really nice about it. Some of these guys are vicious. Some of these guys cuss and call them out. I'm not. I'm just simply saying, let's fight. That's it. 2 words. So people need to kind of like, you know? And if people say let it go, I let it go when certain people don't fight no more. But if you're fighting again, why let it go? Still a possibility. Fans around the world want to see it. So what's the excuse? I don't understand. You know what I mean? Like, really, what's the excuse? On this stage, years ago, CM Punk said a lot of things to me, cussing me out. I'm not cussing him out on stage. I'm not, but he did, directly to me. I never do. So man to man, tell me what you were thinking, but you won't. That's all. We're not here to fight. I'm just going to grapple him and love him. That's it. I'm just hugging you. Sorry, I got to choke you out now. No, but no, for real, it's just, you know, it's not like, you know, but I'm just saying I'm respectful about it. You know, I don't cuss at people, I don't say anything. It's cool. People want to see it. As long as my fans want something, why not give them what they want? You know what I mean? That's all. So it's not driven by me, it's driven by my fans. I hear it all the time. People want to see it, so I'm like, let's give the fans what they want to see. That's how I feel. Some people don't feel that way, but I do.
I also have to say I loved the shirt with all the Power Ranger symbols that imitated the CM Punk shirt.
Oh yeah, then we quickly got called by someone and said, take that shirt offline. But yeah, I liked that shirt too until I was WWE? Probably. Somebody. But anyway. Thanks.
Yo, I just got 2 questions. First, I wanted to ask, prior to doing Power Rangers, were you ever a fan of like kaiju movies like Godzilla, Gamera, and also like shows like Voltron at all?
Oh, dude, I was a big Voltron fan. I used to like Voltron. And Robotech I used to love. So there was a lot of shows that I used to like. And when Power Rangers first came out, I did think that, like, oh, this is just a ripoff of Voltron, you know? Because that's all I would compare to. And even Tammy's never really, like, looked at stuff. I told Tammy, yeah, I used to watch Robotech. I used to watch this. And she's like, okay, let me see. She's like, is that Power Rangers? I'm like, that's Voltron. But, you know, just certain takes. But I was a fan of that. And then Robotech with Rick Hunter, who plays the voice, actually is Tony Oliver, who was the producer where I got his last name from. So he was a voice actor. So when he would do ADR with me, I'd be like, oh, cool, I love that cartoon, you know. So yeah, I was a fan. But then when I was 18, I was in karate my whole life. I mean, my whole entire life. I spent all my time at the karate school, like 8 hours a day. My mom would drop me off and she'd be like, see you later, pick me up. I'd do my homework there. So I was at the dojo. We didn't have TVs. I just trained. So I'm so happy at that time. My instructors were like my heroes at that time, and I'd rather just like kick things and for fun. So I didn't have a lot of time to watch TV. And then my life now, as you can see, is just... And sometimes I feel guilty if I watch something on TV, like I think, I could right now take these 2 hours and reach out to people on social media. So it's a bit of a addiction, a social media thing. But I don't want to waste my time. I want to hear stories and stuff. So, but I was a fan. I never heard of Power Rangers though. That's why, like with Bloodshot, I'm excited because Bloodshot's a comic. He's a comic book hero. Bloodshot was created in 1992, 1 year before Tommy. And actually, Bloodshot belongs to a universe. You see, Power Rangers, we never belonged to any universe. We're just neutral. I mean, Marvel, I know we had some Marvel comics. I mean, we weren't DC. Who were we? We're the Power Rangers. Now we're in our, you know, sound like the movie. We're the Power Rangers, but we're in our own universe. Now we're in, you know, crossover with DC's, which is cool. Boom comic books. So that's exciting, you know, to be actually a comic book character now after so many years. I don't know if you read the new Boom comics with Kyle Higgins. Kyle Higgins is a really good writer. We got a lot of good stuff coming out. he's told me some of the storylines, just amazing. I wish we can go back in time and film what he did. Film the movies, the cartoons, or the comics he did. So it was pretty awesome.
All right, cool. And my second question is, are you still able to do the evil Green Ranger laugh? Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Not that good. That was pretty good.
Still pretty good. Best villain laugh ever.
Thank you.
Take it easy.
I used to do that as a little kid, honestly. And when they said come up with an evil Green Ranger laugh, I didn't want to be like, something dumb. So I used to, for a long time, run around the house and be like, I don't know. And then I got to use it. Thank you, buddy.
Hi, I'm a little nervous. My name is Claire. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. So growing up, I'm a big Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan.
Yeah.
And I didn't think anybody could come close to it, and then you came on, so thank you.
Oh, thank you.
If you could be any turtle, which turtle would you be and why?
Does Donatello have nunchucks or no? He has a bow? Who's got the double
Donatello has the
nunchucks?
staff.
Who's got the double
Michelangelo has the
nunchucks?
nunchucks.
Michelangelo?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like Michelangelo. His attitude's a little. Yeah, I could probably do that. But I can use any weapon, so I would want to make sure that. I'd probably do double nunchucks because I love double nunchucks. That was like my tournament kata that I did. And in the last movie, he has a bit of an attitude, so I'd probably go with him. He's kind of, I've never been asked that question before. Thanks for asking me. The bottom line, the truth is, I'll never be a turtle. Maybe. Who knows? Never know. But thank you, though.
Thank you.
Which turtle would you be?
So I have two favorites. I have Michelangelo and Raphael.
Yeah.
But I have all four of them tattooed on my back.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
Michelangelo was really popular out of them. I mean, that's, the names of just overall Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Michelangelo,
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's crazy. That's awesome. Now it's time to get Power Ranger tattoos.
Right, yes.
Hello, I'm Kristen. I'm from Chicago. So I have a two-part question.
Okay.
First question, what is the scariest stunt that you've ever done?
I jump out of airplanes and jump off bridges. I don't know. Power Rangers. I don't really think I had a scary stunt. I was just like fearless back then. I've had a lot of stunts go wrong.
Well, yeah.
Stunts gone wrong. But, well, maybe the rapids a little bit in the Turbo movie. We were going down the rapids, and it wasn't like a big, scary deal, but I had a stunt double at the time, and I was like, I don't need a stunt double, I got this. And he's like, are you sure? I'm like, trust me, I got it. So I was like, the water was super cold. We had hot tubs standing by, so like they were all in hot tubs and everything. I was like, man, maybe I should use my stunt double. I could be in that hot tub right now and just watch it. So I was freezing in the water, and then the director said, okay, cool, when you get caught under the rapids, you're gonna go under the rapids, and then hit this point over here, and then I'm gonna grab a safety line, and throw a safety line across the water, and then just grab it. And if you miss the safety line, you're gonna go like way down. I was like, oh God, what did he just say? He said, keep my hands and legs in so I don't get caught in a rock under the bottom. And I was like, really? So I just went and did it, and then just whoosh, grabbed the line. The director was like, that was perfect. You hit every mark. I was like, yeah, thanks. But inside I was like, what just happened? So that would probably be that one.
Awesome. Second question is, I am also a fellow martial artist, and I have multidisciplinaries, and I was wondering if you had any advice in breaking into the industry whatsoever.
In the stunts or acting? Or?
It's stunts and acting, so either or.
That's a hard one because there's so many movies being filmed now everywhere.
Yeah.
I know a few people from Chicago that are women that become stunt women that got their SAG card here in Chicago on a few shows.
Okay.
I wouldn't say it's all luck. I would just say keep training, and the training that you do will attract those type of people. You'll see someone doing training and be like, what do you do? It's like, oh, I'm a fighter, or I do stunts, or that's kind of. You can attract voice actors or actors, so just keep training, and if that opportunity comes, at least you'll be ready for it. Because sometimes you might have like a one-shot deal, and that's it. Just get one shot. You got to make sure that one shot is good. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Zoran. Cool.
So I know you've been like the Black Ranger, White Ranger, the Red Zeo Ranger, and personally I like the Black Ranger more, mostly because I actually heard of you when you were the Black Ranger, because I like dinosaurs. So
yeah, it was perfect, man. Being the Black Ranger, it was It was a good color. I like wearing black, it's such a neutral color. And I just knew my wardrobe would have all black stuff, but then it didn't really have like a lot of black stuff in my closet. You know, I thought I'd wear like black pants, black shirt. I had like, you know, dressed as Professor Tommy Oliver or whatever. But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed working with that cast a lot as well. And I enjoyed the white Dino Thunder. I thought it looked pretty cool. I thought the white Dino Thunder looked cool.
Yeah, and I thought one of my favorite skits you've ever done was actually when you fought against Ryu in Superhero Beatdown.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know, it could go either way, so I was pretty sure they had like two outcomes, and I was right. And I was mostly happy that you won. I wasn't much of a fan of Street Fighter during the time. And it was if I was like Street Fighter.
I used to play Street Fighter video games. You know, my instructor, Chris Casamassa, actually played Scorpion in the original Mortal Kombat movie. So when it came to I gotta fight, you know, Scorpion, I was like, oh God, my instructor actually played that, you know, and that's like a no-no type of thing. Yeah, it was definitely interesting, and it was fun. And Superpower Beatdown has got a lot of hits. He's in charge of a big show now with Valiant. And again, I did that project just for fun, for the fans. I was like, yeah, sure, I'll be in it. That's awesome. And then the Green Ranger Beatdowns and all that stuff. So it really meeting the Superpower Beatdown and Aaron and Sean, his dad. Man, they do great work. Wait until you guys see the Valiant. I know I keep saying it, but when you see it, go ahead and compare that thing to Daredevil. Go ahead and compare it to any other show out there. You're going to see a huge difference. You're going to be like, wow, this is legit. I mean, I'm not saying anything about Daredevil or anything like that. I watched some of the episodes, production value, the fight scenes, the actors, the way Aaron shoots. That's what makes it interesting. You guys remember the original Power Rangers went on episode 1 through 13. The fight scenes were different when the Green Ranger came on. Do you remember that? The first alley fight scene where I was throwing the trash can lid, it all changed. A guy by the name of Isaac came in, and Isaac said, we need to go rewatch the original episodes and then watch the Japanese, the way that we shoot the fight scenes. Isaac shot that fight scene great, and that fight scene in the alley set the whole pace for Power Rangers in the future. Like, it set the whole pace of directing and how it needs to look. So the fight scenes were kind of standard until the Green Ranger came on, and then we did fast cuts. You know, trash can stuff, just all these little fast cuts that Aaron does that just makes fight scenes really nice looking. So.
Yeah, and I have one question. Since you were the Black Ranger and you were in the Megazord, which was one of the slowest dinosaurs I could think of, so I wanted to ask, who do you prefer, Quicksilver or the Flash?
Man, I have to go with Quicksilver just because growing up, I used to have Quicksilver in some of the comic books. You know what I mean? So I would probably say Quicksilver.
I prefer the Flash because mostly.
That's good. We're the Yang and we're the Yang.
Yeah, well, I prefer the Flash because Grant Gustin plays as him in the Flash.
Do you like Marvel or DC?
I can go for both.
If you had to choose one right now, you have to choose one. Marvel or DC? Hurry.
Since you gave me a choice, I heard or.
Marvel or DC? Marvel? That was interesting. I thought you said DC. Oh, I'm DC. No, I'm not. I just said that on purpose. I would say to Marvel too. Okay, fine. Yeah, let's say thank you. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it.
Hey, I have a good question. I noticed there was I don't know if it was a fan video or a teaser. I noticed they were making the Green Ranger versus Ryu. I want to know what were your thoughts about it.
Well, we did, that was a Superpower Beatdown episode. Superpower Beatdown takes superheroes and they battle each other. So you got Superman versus Thor. So Aaron thought it'd be interesting to put Green Ranger versus Ryu. I thought it was cool. I grew up with all those characters as a kid. I played all those video games, and I just know how Aaron shoots, and I thought it was going to be really interesting, and it was. I think it's got, I don't know, the White Ranger is 14 million or something like that, the Green Ranger. So it's funny because he set such a pace in the con world where like people are now cosplaying in the new Bat in the Sun version Green Rangers, Bat in the Sun version Red Rangers, So he changed the costume up a bit, and that was Saban approved. I wanted to, get it approved by Saban. I didn't want to do anything that jeopardized my relationship with Saban or anything like that. Because, Saban really cares about adopt the characters. I know he's worth billions of dollars, but it shows that he cares when he shows up and he tries to make sure the movie's good. I mean, the guy don't have to care about anything. He's got like $5 billion. Who cares? Like, he don't need to go nowhere. He still does. He still goes. He still has meetings. He still makes sure Power Ranger brand is what it is. Power Rangers was here. It went to Disney. I jumped on board on Disney for Dino Thunder to pick the ratings up a bit. Power Rangers went down. Disney put it on the backboard. Saban picked it up, bought it back for a fraction of the price that he sold it for, and brought it right back up again. So what's the key to that? The key is the CEO who owns it. You know, when Starbucks CEO stepped away from Starbucks, they closed thousands of shops around the world. And the key was the CEO. The CEO holds the magic. He's protective over the brand. He's not going to let nothing happen to the brand that you guys are going to be like, and he proved it to the movie. It was a really fine line. The movie was like, it could, you know, and everyone's picking it apart. Every Power Ranger fan. I'm not laughing, I'm picking it apart. You know, so at first it's like, I want to see how this is going to go. Even me, when I was there, I was just worried about it and then thinking, cool, you know, they did a really good job on it. I thought they did a nice job.
From you becoming from the Mighty Morphin Power, all the Rangers that you've been into, do you still get together from time to time and have lunch?
With the other Rangers?
Yeah.
You know, we do. I saw everybody at the movie premiere for the first time, but everybody's everywhere. Like Walter and David's out there doing sign. I invited him to my Q&A. Just couldn't come because he's signing, just hit and miss. But I mean, I talk to Dave all the time, talk to Walter. You know, when we're here, we're super busy. On the end of the day, our brain's just super fried. You know what I mean? But we do get together and talk and. You know, but it ain't Angel Grove all the time, you know? So we got real life issues and problems. Everybody's got their families, and I think when we come to these shows, on the end of the day, you know, you gotta, you know, I'm posting like crazy, and I have a family, I gotta, you know, so sometimes you gotta balance it out. You got 25 people, 30 people, 40 people that wanna see you, because you're in Chicago, then you can't balance it all out. So balancing an in schedule, I don't know about you guys, but it's very difficult for me to balance it. And I'm talking about balancing your fun, balancing your business. Because you have too much fun and you're not making the money because your business is not making the money because you're having too much fun. And then you're all about business and you have money but you have no fun. You know, my thing is you can't buy time. You know what I mean? So everything, you got 86,400 seconds a day. How do you spend your days? I spend a lot of seconds with my fan. I try to go out of my way for all my fans and the family too. And when my mom was passing away, I told my mom the same thing. You got 86,400 seconds a day, Mom. Right now, you do whatever you want to do. It's about you right now, you know, and that's kind of what the life we live. It's the choices that we choose, not to be forced into the choices that we have. So if you have a job that you might not be too excited about, and you have a passion, you got to find your passion, but don't be silly and just quit that job because you're going to end up going broke chasing your passion. But if you have passion for something, let's bring that talent out to what you guys are good at. And you might not make money in the beginning, but you don't worry about money. Because if you're passionate about your job, the money will follow. If you're chasing money, you're not going to make it. If you chase passion, the money will follow. And everybody will be like, how are you so blessed? I ain't worried about that. I'm worried about the passion. And that's like my schools. We're so passionate about when you become a black belt, my black belts don't get beat up. My black belts don't get beat up on the playground. My black belts don't get beat up out there. I want no bad press. If you're a black belt, you don't get beat up. That's the rules. And no one of my black belts get beat up. When you're a black belt, you're a black belt. I'm strict about it. It takes 6 to 8 years to reach black belt. I'm not going to put someone on the street and just make, you know, okay, you're good. I'm going to put them on the street to make sure that they're good. They're not bullying, but they're going to protect themselves and their family if they have to. So what I'm saying is I don't get beat up.
Just my last thing, can you do it Smurfing time for everybody?
Smurfing time! You know, when the morphing was easy, when you could just go like this, Smurfing time, that was easy. Then it started getting all complex, and then we all had to do it and match each other. So the easiest morphing time was like, Smurfing time! Cut, done. Then we had to do like, and then, oh God, that was so hard. We all had to like get the crystals, we all had to get the key. And so, I mean, literally, like, just, you try it. Go home and you try it, and you're like, darn it. So when 4 people have it, that person don't have it. Then you're like, come on, guys, let's go. And then you do it, then you don't have it. It was really hard to film those sequences. So it was the beginning, we can all just same time, but then it just got complex. And then even when you miss the key, you're like, and they're like, you missed it. Like, I know. Can we just use it? No, we can't. Darn it! So you just, it's like that trip, and you're like, Just play it off. That's what I did when I morphed. I just played it off. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna take a quick picture of some videos. I'm gonna be out in. Do we have another question? I'm gonna be out at the table doing some stuff. I think we have a photo op too. I enjoy Q&As. I really do, because it gives me a chance to come out there and talk to you guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed yourself today. I gotta end my vlog though, and end it with you guys on here. But hold on, and I'll do my daily vlog. I'll try to edit tonight if I have time. I got a lot to do. Got a lot to do. Did you guys tag me that picture on when I was up here? With that? Yeah, you did? Oh, I gotta make sure I get one. Oh, the video's, oh yeah, it is on. All right. Okay, now here we go. All right, well, we just got done with the Q&A. I want to thank everybody. You guys are awesome. Got the camera up there too. Yes, yes, yes. All right.